Why are you laughing? Why are you like that?
Sit down. Take a sit. Take a seat.
It says Jenny JFD. What is it?
FDB from the block.
Oh, you put that in?
Mm-hmm.
When'd you do that?
Oh, that's my name when I logged in.
Oh, this is so cool. All right, guys, I'm trying something different. I didn't even play my song, my theme song. Look how I look.
The most. The most.
I'm washed up.
This episode of Uncut Jewels is brought to you by The Most.
The most. I can't even get in here. Like, how do I get in the computer?
You're right there.
It's awkward.
We could have did this in January, y'all, but Dr. The Most wanted to have an episode today.
Right. I don't really feel like I'm live.
But you are.
And I look a mess.
Yes.
I just want you guys to know that this is how committed I am. This is how committed I am. How do we even like see the comments, Jenny?
Well, right now there's no comments, Jackie.
It says private chat.
Well,
there's no comments, Jackie. Well, I
have a comment. Hello, Tanisha. Hello. Thank you for leaving us a comment.
We can't do our hand clap or things of that nature. Leave the chat and come back. Dr. Wilson, leave the chat and come back. Oh, reflex. Oh, hi, Tanisha. Peace and blessings, everyone.
I'll be making all of the sound bites tonight, all the claps.
Yo, I look horrible. I can be on here and pretend that I don't. I do. I look horrible tonight. But guess what, guys? Jenny told me to sit down. I don't even like sitting in these chairs. I like being on my knees in this chair.
That's what he said.
What? Hi, David. Who said what? Who are you talking about?
You like to be on your knees in that chair.
No, Tanisha. Oh my God. Not like that, guys. Not like that, guys. Not like you thinking. Hi, Tara. Hi, David. Hi, Bud.
Hey, how you doing?
Peace and blessings to everyone. David, not like that.
Just like that, David. Just like that. Oh my God.
So not true. Guys, that's so not true.
What is happening?
So, Happy New Year's. Welcome to Uncut Jewels. I'm so committed to you guys that I decided to stream in from my own little private, what do you call this?
Her home studio.
Yeah, I decided to stream in from my home studio and not go into the studio today because I was under the weather. And this is my cousin Jenny. You guys met Jenny several times.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all met Jenny.
Welcome back to her channel. Hey,
y'all met Jenny several times. David said a woman came.
Absolutely, David. You got right on the money.
Yeah, y'all met Jenny so many times before. It's New Year's Eve, and it's the last show of the year. We don't got no round of applause from the house. No round of applause.
Hey, bud, that's right. Jenny from the block. That's what FTB stands for, from the block.
Yes. So look, guys, I'm dressed like it's summertime.
She's dressed like an auntie.
I am?
Yes.
I look like someone's aunt? Why? Why am I like someone's aunt?
Your tie-dye shirt on your walk to Disney World.
Are you stupid? It's New Year's Eve. Disregard my blanket and stuff on the couch, okay? Disregard what I said about this chair.
She's showing you how she works it now.
Don't listen to my cousin, guys. Do not listen to her. So I'm totally out of my element. Feels really awkward to not have a mic in front of us, or for me to be going live on a laptop. I never go live on a laptop.
You gotta adjust, lots of shows come through a laptop and they're all right.
In 2022, I'm gonna start going on my laptop. Starting tomorrow.
Team the most.
I'm gonna start going on my laptop. Jenny.
All right, well, we gotta adjust because we don't know when we're gonna be back outside.
Do you think that we're gonna be stuck inside again?
Yeah. I guess we wanted to open the show talking about the pandemic, and it's clear that there is an uptick in COVID and the Omicron for the scientific folks out there. So there's a lot of adjusting that we're gonna have to get to.
like this, like Omarion.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of adjusting that we have to get used to, and in fact, this New Year's is particularly tough for me because.
Oh my God! Here goes my aunt. What are you doing out of the bed?
Megatron. Yeah, I mean it's hard. Like we're used to being outside. It's a holiday. We have to be inside. We can't be in the studio. It's a little tough on mental health.
It really, really is.
Yeah.
I've been in the house since Sunday. And my aunt said, "What are you doing out of the bed?" I have not slept in my bed since Tuesday. Miss Myers.
Oh, hi, Nicole.
So I've been out of the bed. But I spoke with Joe, and he's like, "You coming to do the show?" And I'm like, "No, I can't come into the studio. I'm not feeling well." And he's like, "Oh, why don't you stream it?" So it was his idea. That's what happened.
Thank you, Joe.
It was Joe Parker's idea that
from Reflex Radio.
Yeah, that are streaming from home. She said, "Oh yeah." So that is why we're here, and I'm uncomfortable as fuck. I just want to share that with you guys. Maybe I'll try this some more, and it'll be more, familiar with me. But I need some sounds. I need
the energy for being in the studio. I
need Victory Lap.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've done a podcast for 10 plus years in the house, in the studio. Nothing beats being in the studio.
Really?
Yeah, it's all energizing experience, being around people, having actual production help. So shout out to all the studios out there lifting off great podcasts off the ground. You are much appreciated. Yes, it can be done at home, but now we understand why it shouldn't.
Yeah, and I have a question, and maybe because this is your laptop, you look like you just got made up in, hair and makeup. And I'm on a laptop and it's like, who the fuck is that? or am I just fucked up? Like, let me know.
No.
I'm out here in these streets.
No.
Looking, bro.
It's a lot of effort to get this to look right today. Skin's all dry.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not
why is my skin like, look at my skin. Look at me. Look at my color. I look like clay.
Somebody said you the auntie tonight.
Who said that? Oh, Nicole?
Screenshot so that we can look better next time.
You the auntie tonight. Yeah, so I said we should, this is the last show of the year. Jenny, say something. I'm going to put music in the background. I can't take this.
Oh, I just got the mic like that. I just got a hot mic. All right, guys. It's the last show of the year. We're obviously all, if you can hear me, we're all a little stir crazy. We're a little giddy from being locked up in the house. Or not. Maybe you're in the street spreading the Omicron. That's your prerogative. But when you think about being alone, you think about being in the house, what are some of the things that come to your spirit? What comes to your mind? Some of the things that you have to pause to think about. Right. So what's top of mind for me is goal planning for next year, even though I have no energy to do so. I've been listening to, unfortunately, a lot of Kevin Samuels.
Why are you listening to Kevin Samuels? Can we get into this Kevin Samuels?
I don't want to listen to Kevin Samuels.
Right. Why are you listening to Kevin Samuels?
He keeps coming up. He got good advertising dollars on YouTube.
Really?
That man's ads keep coming up on my stuff.
Because you watched him. Once you watch it, that's it.
Listen, I'm all for watching The Enemy. I do not, I study, Republican debates. Like, I like hearing other people's point of views. There's always some nuggets and there's always some truth from the other side that we just don't want to. We don't want to acknowledge, because then that means they're too close to home. They're too close to what we're feeling like. So they're no longer the enemy. But I'm one of those people that feel like there's some lessons on both sides of the fence. There's some things he could do differently. There's some stats that are a little questionable about him. But at the end of the day, I know a lot of women that are struggling and single and can't crack the code. And I think he has some legit science behind it. So someone asked, why is Kevin Samuels the enemy? I use that term very loosely. He has pitted himself, right, as a man who likes to take down women, pop their bubble, and he is a response to the ultra feminism that we've been going through for the last 10 years. So he's, he's on the border of toxic masculinity. But I have to say something that's just a little bit controversial. If it wasn't for us women, if we didn't carry on or create a space
for him to exist,
we created a space for him.
He's annoying.
And other misogynic, and other guys like him that have like a lot of hate towards women. We made that space possible. I feel like, as Black women.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
For him to live. We made him the man, right?
I think
a lot of women don't understand that we make them the man. Even the idiots. We give them light. We give them energy. We give them attention. And men wouldn't even be the man without us. They need us to be the man. So I get that part.
No, I just feel like we've been on a Black male bashing campaign for like the last 20 years that's created a space for men to try to stand up for themselves. And
all of us?
Black women in general, yes, we all contributed to this.
I have not contributed to that.
Yes, you have.
How have I contributed to Kevin Samuels and his foolery? Please explain to me. Oh, Lord. That robe on. I'm stripping your auntie privilege. You great grandma. All right, I'm taking it off. God damn it. Jenny, please explain to us how on God's green earth, tell me how I contributed to Kevin Samuels.
Absolutely.
I have not even watched one of his broadcasts.
Okay, so the first thing that women do to contribute to create an environment where Kevin Samuels exists is they don't look at the big picture and they make it about themselves. So now the argument has to go as to how you personally contributed to a society that hates Black men, when instead of acknowledging the fact that we operate in a society that hates Black men, and no matter what we do, we all contribute towards that. The same way we all contribute towards capitalism, the same way we all unconsciously contribute towards systematic racism.
How did I contribute to this Black man having his platform? How did I do that?
Once again, if you watch Kevin
Auntie said she never heard of him.
Once you watch one of his videos, you'll see right away that the women always internalize every message and make it about them, right? Overall, right, I know you as a person, and I know you don't hate Black men, but we all consume media that hates Black men, and we all subscribe to the Black, at some point in our lives, subscribe to the Black man ain't shit philosophy, and
at some point,
our feminism helped create a space where the Black men became obsolete in our families and our households. And I know that you're
saying Black women as a whole, not me personally.
Yes, I'm saying as a whole, we all contributed to it.
Right.
So, and then the first thing you do when you try to talk to a Black woman is they take it into themselves and then internalize it personally. And you can't fight a battle that way. That's like talking to a white person and they're like, I never contributed towards racism. And it's like, well, okay, I'm not saying that you slapped somebody and made them a slave. What I'm saying is that your existence and the operation, the way you operate in this construct, the way you operate in the society does absolutely contribute towards it. And as women, we need to kind of take, we need to take accountability that for the last 20 years, we contributed towards this fairy tale of ancient niggas. And now we're dealing with this reality where we can't even see good ones, and we are over. What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm trying to answer to them while you're talking.
Oh my God!
This is what I'm doing. What I do at the studio.
Too much?
No.
Oh.
They have questions. People want to know why this, how that. What? Someone said, "How's Jenny's face so straight?" I want to know why Jenny's face is so straight.
Hey y'all, we're gonna take a break to answer some comments right now. What's up, Jiggy? Jada's in the room. David
Happy
McFly.
New Year's, y'all. Get it. Uncut Talk.
Uncut, yes.
So I get what you're saying. We just dislike bad batches. Oh, that's Tara. Tara Keys.
Hey. Well, I don't. Oh, we even got to talk about narcissism.
Connecticut's in the building.
Every human being is a narcissist now. We're gonna address that in that book too.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I
want to be filming you when Kevin Samuels comes on his punk ass fucking live, and you come on there and. Oh no, it's for the people who got something against him, right? Not the people who are for him.
It's so weird. Like, he's created this dynamic where he has created a space for women to just get roasted by him. And so I am not that fucking dumb to go on his show to get roasted by him. Because they're looking for validation. So he sees we collectively watch these people get roasted by him, and then there's always some chick that's just like, it's not me. I'm a bad bitch. I'm not gonna get roasted. I deserve more. And he systematically roasts them. So
I'm a bad bitch.
He systematically cuts that shit down with math and science.
Wait, but who made this Negro famous? Did this happen over the pandemic?
The pandemic, I think, happened.
Okay, the pandemic made this dude famous.
We were consuming a lot more social media during that time. And then, like,
facts.
There's a lot of white men that do what he does, that cut down women, that, but they do it with so much hate, I'm still on the fence if the behind the scenes is fueled by hate. He does happily post when he's able to save marriages or help people find relationships. So,
really?
On the fence. Yeah.
When does he post that shit? Because all I hear is all the foolery.
Yeah, he posted all the time.
I heard he was gay. Is that true?
Well, I don't know. That's his business.
They said that he was like that because of this. I mean, I don't know enough about this man. I don't know enough. I don't watch it.
We should have pulled up a clip today. But,
would you like to? You have your phone independently. Pull up a Kevin Samuels clip. You watch 6 hours of this
I wish I could put it on here so they could see it clearly.
We got to do that in the studio.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we can have the audio.
He does post his happy endings.
For the people who don't know who Kevin Samuels, could you just please go to his Instagram and just put up one piece of this Kevin Samuels guy. This Kevin Samuels guy. I don't know him personally to have a big issue with him. Peace and blessings, Mike. Peace and blessings, TK.
How are we gonna put this on here?
No, just the audio. The audio. Play the audio so they can hear. I'm pretty. Jada is the research queen.
How you doing, Instagram? Here's what we're talking about. It's a smoke show. If you've got an issue or something with a dating relationship.
This guy's so rude.
Here, you put it on so you can hear. We can hear it in the background.
More respect than women in a relationship.
That's not what I've never worked with.
All right. Anyway. I want to break down his principles real quick from what I've gathered over my research. The disconnect seems to be coming from the way that women value themselves or view themselves as valuable and the way that men view themselves as valuable. So the first question he asked is, what makes you a high quality woman? And how would you answer that, Jackie? Let's role play.
Yeah, I hate my cousin. First of all, we just laugh entirely too much every day at stuff that should and shouldn't be funny. What makes me a high quality woman? Mm-hmm. Okay, my brains. Period. Non-negotiable. Period. High quality woman. The way I think. My strategy. The way I carry myself. My integrity. My loyalty. The way I adjust my crown and not knock some of these bitches out that deserve it. Feel me? It's New Year's Eve. We might as well just put all of it out there. Put it all out there. Put it all out there. Tomorrow ain't promised. Yeah, just enough.
Okay.
Any more questions? Or you wanna answer what makes Jenny the?
No, I will not. So why
you wanna fucking set me up for?
I'm giving an example to the audience of how he.
Oh, so we're gonna role play. So you're gonna be Kevin Samuels right now?
I'm not gonna be Kevin Samuels. What I'm gonna say is that you actually did fairly well answering that question, because most of the women on his IG and most women that I know, when they get asked that question, the first thing they say is, because I got 3 degrees, I take care of myself, I got my own place, I got my own car, I got my own money, And none of that matters to men.
Right.
None of that matters to men.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he kind of first knocks them down. So that made me realize that the way that we value what we put on value in a relationship is completely different. It reminds me of that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Like, there's a huge disconnect about what a man finds valuable in a relationship and what a woman does. And somehow, over the last 20 years, or 30 years, or 40 years, we have morphed ourselves into men. So the things that
that's his analogy that
but think about it. What do you want from a man? A man that has his own, that got a good job, that makes a certain level of money, that could provide security, that could provide direction. And now we as women have all of those characteristics. So what are we expecting from the man? How are they going to meet us halfway? How are they going to bring any of that to the table? Whereas men, what they value is peace. Someone that's not going to argue with them all the time.
Listen, I ain't going to have you watching Kevin Samuels 6 hours a-thons anymore.
I'm breaking down.
You're morphing into Kevin.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so by me...
No more 6-hour Kevin Samuels videos.
So by me explaining his logic, I'm morphing into Kevin Samuels. As you asked me to explain what his logic is. All right, black woman.
You're always devil's advocate, number one.
I was born devil's advocate.
She is the prime devil's advocate. Anything going on, Jennifer is automatically like, so you don't think she deserved to die? I'm like, what the fuck? She didn't even do shit. Or he didn't do anything. Or they shot him in self-defense. She's like, but still.
I'm about perspective.
It's got to be another reason why they died.
That's a really bad example because I've never wished death on anybody.
I know, but she's devil's advocate.
Always. I'm about perspective.
Listen, guys, and last Sunday, she watched Kevin Samuels for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something interesting and intriguing there.
Because it's
for you to watch it for 6 hours. Okay, so what did you find that was right about what you said? We are the reason he's the way he is.
Absolutely.
So we made this dude this way.
We did.
We made him that way.
We didn't make him that way.
He cannot take accountability for who he is and say, you know what?
The actual words
I woke up one morning.
The actual words that I use is that we created a space for men like him to exist. And we did.
Keyword, like him.
Yeah.
So name 2 more other guys like him.
Well, he's really one of the only ones in the black sphere. But if you look up the white side, there's many, many, many hateful men like that. Like tons.
I don't know any of them. Yeah. Who are they?
Maddox, Tucker.
Let's put it out there. Yeah. Put their names in the universe, honey.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of white male chauvinists, and it was a movement for a while.
Is it like, what's his name? Howard Stern?
No.
Star and Buck Wild? Star?
No, I would say he's more
not a star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
You just said no justice, no peace. If any of you guys know about Kevin Samuels,
hop in.
Well, call my line. Celestine is on here. You know, the Guerrilla Unit is on this live tonight. And I'm so happy to see you guys. Connecticut is in the building. Everyone is in the building. Peace and blessings. Please feel free to share the broadcast. It's New Year's Eve. I could not have spent a better New Year's Eve without all you, my beautiful social media family that's on here tonight. My cousin that is here sharing this space with me because we're both healing together. And we're Geminis and we get each other and we're crazy enough to be in this space. So I'm just so happy to have y'all here. It's Uncut Jewels. This is my last show for the year. So can you guys believe that? Even my daughter, Jiggy Jada, was like, Mom, you really gonna go? She's like, you're sick. You're going live. You're doing the thing. I was like, yes, Nasia, it's the last show of the year. So it's the last show of the year. Already in the house. It's New Year's Eve. Jenny Lewis Ford is in the building. I mean, we need the gunshots. We got no gunshots. Pew, 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 pew. You know, I hate her. We need the gunshots and the sound effects. Yes. Got my cousin in the building. Hartford's in the building. Staten Island is in the building. Heavy. Gigi's in the building. Angela's in the building. Harlem's in the building. Staten Island. Me, I personally don't like Kevin Samuels because some of the things he says is not true. My sister watches him, and she saw one where he was like, a man doesn't want a big woman or a woman who is 30 plus with a child. Yeah, he does. He does
a lot.
He says a lot of things that are. Play the sound effects from your phone. Yo, you play too much, Miss Myers. You're doing a great job. Keep it up, strong queens. King Hollywood, Happy New Year's. Thank you. Happy New Year's. Peace and blessings to everyone on here. They talked about my outfit. I don't know, for some of you guys that just got here, check me out.
She's showing it off again, guys.
My Plandemic shorts. Jenny said, what did you say this was?
It is an auntie shirt.
This is an auntie shirt, and I'm at Disney World walking down the block. She's always dressed for like the stars. You got to see the outfit, the dress she got on. So
maybe
yeah,
later, guys, if I get enough claps in the chat.
She get enough claps.
In the chat.
Clap in the chat. Clap in the chat. So yeah, so tonight it was New Year's Eve, so that was enough reason for me to want to do the show. Come on here, have you guys, my family, my friends. It's the end of the year. Life is brief. Life is short. We lost so many people. Want to give my love and condolences to my one of my good sisters, Rizmia, who lost her grandmother on Christmas Eve. We lost so many people. My beautiful friend, April Lemons, that I just found out passed away, got me really emotional and in my feelings all week. That kind of had me too. So, why not? God damn it, why not? So we're here, and I'm yelling, and this is what we were going to talk about this pandemic, because for me it's a pandemic, and you have so many people with different things. They have their opinions. They think that the people who's vaccinated is causing this spread, and the people who are unvaccinated is causing this spread. No one wants to agree that it's a biochemical fucking warfare that we're in. Raise my hand, because I'm one of those people that believe that. And it doesn't matter what we wear on our face, the mask, none of that. The strongest immune systems win. Facts.
I think it's going to be a couple of decades before we really understand what the fuck is going on right now. And
by that time, we won't be here.
Yeah. It really sucks. It feels like there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and then the tunnel comes right back around, and there's a new variant. But the one thing that I can say is a little bit hopeful.
Those comments are so wrong.
I know, they're disrespectful.
You're so disrespectful, Tara.
And they're right.
Throw the whole outfit away.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't.
What helps me feel better is that this latest variant is so contagious, right? But the hospitalizations are down and the actual deaths are down. So it's becoming to the point where it's just going to be like, we're never going to get rid of it. It's going to get to the point where it's a seasonal flu.
Right.
And so the fact that so many people are being impacted means that they're building more stronger immune systems that are ready to fight this and hopefully fight future versions of this. But it still sucks. Like, I feel violated.
Yeah, I feel like I've never experienced something like this ever in my life. They've been talking about New World Order. I don't know how many years I've been hearing about New World Order, and they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Mark of the beast. You're going to have it to where if you don't agree to get this. I mean, who's to say this is not it? Who's to say that this is or isn't it? Like, you can't do shit without this vaccine. You have to be vaccinated to do this. You have to be vaccinated to do that. You have to be. And it's not even as extreme as it's about to be yet. How about that?
So let's talk about vaccines. So how do we feel about the fact that many employers, starting next February, are going to mandate vaccines in order to work at their firms?
Next is in
this February coming up.
As in
2020
now?
Yeah.
how do we feel about them mandating the vaccine?
Yeah, and in New York City,
I'm
you
not
can't go
surprised.
anywhere indoors. Your kids have to have it.
I'm not surprised.
Anyone 5 and older has to have the vaccine to do anything
It's
indoors.
the mark of the beast.
in
It
New York
says that
City.
in the Bible. You can't do anything. Can't go nowhere. You can't do anything. Population control, mind control, manipulation, pressure, fear. If you can get a bunch of people to believe in what you want them to believe in, because first it starts here. So once you start believing it, then you'll start living it. And if no one wants to take a stand and say, nah, I feel differently. Nah, fuck what that test say. My body that I've been living with for 40 years is telling me something different. You have to know your body. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you believe in. You firmly, strongly believe in, and not just follow science and the statistics of what other people say. And it has anything to do with black or white. It's just about what you firmly believe in yourself. What are your core values? What do you go by? How do you feel? If like I feel a month ago when I got tested, I feel I was positive. The test said I was negative. I felt in my heart and mind, and that's what I told you. I said, I'm telling you, this shit is the shit I had last year. It was like that. I mean, I was spitting up bottles of mucus like this, dark green like this box. It was not like right now. Right now, I feel like it's like, all right. A month ago, I was like, no, this shit is back.
Mm-hmm.
I had all those same symptoms again. And I'm going according to my body. The first time when I caught COVID, when it first came out and everybody was dying, I never left my house. I went through that battle with God and my children, myself. Just with the herbs that I have, prayer, and the Lord upstairs not being ready to take me. It was horrible.
You know, not to make light of the situation, but just to make a little bit of a joke, because I am naturally at heart a comedian. If this shit was really created in the lab, they really fucking did their work. Like, this shit is just like the flu or a cold. Like, why couldn't it be that if you have COVID, that you get red spots all over your body? That way we're all like, yeah, it's COVID. Yeah, I got the red dot. I'm dying right now. I got to stay home. But why is it got to be so close to other shit that we deal with on an annual basis? Like, it feels no different from a cold, a flu. Things that we grew up with to just suck up and still go to work and still go outside when you feel like this, and it could be a deadly virus for some people.
Because if they can control the masses, and if they can control what we think, then they can control what we spend, where we go, what we do with our children, what we do. They can control everything. Everything is controlled in here. So even if we're not contagious, there's enough sheep out there who believe that we fucking are already. You got people arguing and cursing people out about, yo, you was at my house Thursday. You made me contagious. Bitch, you was contagious when you walked out of the crib. All of us. We all walked out of the crib contagious. How about that? We all have different immune systems. How about that? We all respond differently to medicine. How about that? That's Mikey.
Oh, I'm about to fight somebody.
She's like,
I want to go fight
somebody.
somebody.
Feisty and cute.
Yeah,
She's
look, I'm from the hood. We throw down. Nobody's gonna sneak up on me. They get a jab. Pow, right in the face.
So what can it just be that's the situation? Can that just be that?
I mean, I don't really, that's typical kid right there. They walk in for $3.
Do I have $3? I'm on my show right now.
Oh, he's waiting outside. Say hi, Mikey.
You have $3, Jenny. Give me that purse. Yeah. So, I believe. What were we saying? What was we saying?
That it's a form of control and.
Yeah, Mikey.
And I get it. I don't like to subscribe too much to theories. I do think about that shit at night, though. I'm not gonna lie. I be thinking about that hard at night. But yeah, it just, to me, it's like, let's face the reality. What do we do from here on out? How do we navigate this right now? Theories are not helping me navigate. It's helping me with my paranoia. It's helping me feel like it's hopeless. but it's not helping me get up and navigate the new world that we're living in. So shifting gears a bit, as we are turning a new chapter, we are going into 2022. We just have to deal with the reality that COVID is not going anywhere. And this is something that we're going to have to deal with, I feel seasonally. So how do we still adapt? How do we still live our best lives? How do we still keep it safe? And how do we still not let any type of plandemic steal our joy as humans?
How do we do that? Well, first, we can't control anything we don't own. So we need a few things that we own. We need to own what we're eating, how we're planting it, where we live. We need land. We need wells. If you are into animals, Mikey, take your shoes off over there. If you are into eating animals, then you need a few animals. You need to get you a few animals. Need to plant us some vegetables and fruits. We need to get together like the Jews do. I'm sorry, and the Mexicans do. They play no games when it comes to stacking that bread. When it comes to getting up under one roof. When it comes to having one common goal, they go hard in the paint and they make those things happen. So we need to get together and have more unity. Like,
yes, I feel you, Jackie. So you're basically saying using this pandemic as an opportunity, as a catalyst to help our community thrive, grow closer together, and build our own economic sources of income, status, and wealth. Absolutely. I definitely think that's one way too. I've been, from a parenting perspective as well. I can admit this, and I'm releasing a little bit of mom guilt here. Before the shutdowns with COVID and not actually being as home as I would like to be with my kids, that was an eye-opening experience. And also being like a school mom and playing like, the at-home teacher, it made me realize that we're missing a lot from being present with our kids' education or just being present with our kids.
Being present with life, period.
Yeah. So like
all those things.
That's something that I kept the trend. Like I make time to understand what my kids are learning, supplement their learning, because especially if you're an African American, that the education that they're receiving at school is not a complete look at our history and what it means to be Black in America. So carving out that space and raising my two sons to understand their Blackness and understand their power and their intellect, I think that's been a phenomenal outcome. I'd like to carry that forward into 2022. I'm not farming, bitch. I don't know about you. I killed every tomato plant that came in my house. So we're going to have to figure something else out for me. It ain't in me. I don't have no green thumbs here.
We need we just need somebody that knows how to farm. I mean, it's either you're going to follow the trend or you're going to create your own. So what are we gonna do? We know we need herbs. We don't need to eat anything that contains mucus anyway. We should just be leaning towards a more vegan lifestyle because it's healthier and that's the righteous way to go. Unfortunately, we're all sick. I have all this mucus in me, 40 years worth of mucus. Ever since we were younger, they're saying milk does the body good. They've been giving us milk and all this other stuff that we shouldn't have been eating, right?
Yeah, raised on
cow milk. You eating animals. I mean, if we should just been eating fruits and berries, we'd be so much stronger and probably healthier.
Fruits and berries, bitch. I'll be a size 2. I can't fight nobody.
Right, that part. But to really, really be able to create, not create, but to be able to function and run a full running system that you created with yourself and your husband or your sisters or your brothers or your community that you guys put together, then you really have to sit down, have family meetings, create a budget, plan, put some money, some dues towards that goal. Like if we're going to get a big multi-unit house or we're going to purchase 10 acres of land every year or per family. So one family say, I'm going to buy 10, you're going to buy 10, they're going to buy 10. This is the shit they don't want us to do. And unfortunately, most of us won't. We still won't do it. They rather just get the vaccine, do whatever Bill Gates and them is telling people to do. collect their little stipends, and be a part of society as a sheep.
My thing is, what I'm hearing you say, I can sum it up into one word, and that's intentionality. And so, over the course of the last few years, I just realized how many people I know and how many moments of my life where I actually wasn't intentionally living. I was just going through the motions. And I think many of us go through the motions every day. We think we have to work. We think we have to pay bills. And for the most part, we do. But that's not all that life is. We should have goals. We should have passions. We should be more intentional about how we spend our time, how we spend our money. And I think that if there's anything to learn from this awful period in human history, is that we really need to carry forward a level of intentionality, understanding our buying power, understanding how we invest our time in ourselves and others, and how that carries us forward. And so I know I'm making a pledge here that next year it's over for everybody. I'm being super intentional about everything that I do. Don't even take me nowhere, because I won't even be able to pick shit out, because I'm going to be intentional about that too. So, I mean, I'm just, I want to live. Life is for the living. We can't.
And what made you want to be super intentional?
Well, because, you know, I'm
over
realizing.
the last year or the last few days?
Well, I'm pretty intentional. But what I was intentional about before was just knocking things off my to-do list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And feeling successful. Even though I've reached this level of success that would have never been prescribed to me at birth, right? So if on paper, if it was a goal, I met it. So then I'm left with the what now, right? And
how do you feel when you reach those, no matter
nothing.
how minimal?
I felt nothing.
You didn't feel great
Nothing.
when you knocked something off your list?
Nothing. That's the problem. I was not living. I was on autopilot. I was literally knocking off the goals, and I was moving on to the next. I was not sitting in gratitude. I was not sitting in attention, and I would just knock this shit off. And I couldn't.
Before COVID,
yeah. And I could not. I would knock it off, and I would just be like, I wouldn't even sit in it. I wouldn't be like, oh damn, I wrote a book. I'd be like, oh, I didn't write a second book. So that is why I'm imploring you all. I'm not speaking from a soapbox.
I look horrible.
I'm not speaking from.
So
I'm not speaking from a soapbox. I'm not speaking from a preaching standpoint. I'm speaking from my own real life situation. Before I found gratitude, I felt nothing when I was.
So you was extremely critical on yourself.
All of that.
You never just paused to pause.
Nope.
And then when COVID happened, you realized.
It was like a year before COVID. So thank God. It was like a year before COVID, because I probably wouldn't have survived COVID if I still had that same mindset. So I'm leaning into this. Next year it's going to be even more intentional. You know, I subscribe to the life of, you didn't make it until you have a BMW. You didn't make it until you have a giant house. You didn't make it until you have $1 million in a savings account. You can do all of that, but you can still feel empty inside, and you still can feel unaccomplished. So that's why I say you have to lean into your purpose. You have to be intentional about what it is that what is a good life for you. When did having a good life not become good enough? Why not just having a family and working and making memories and raising the next generation? When did that stop being good enough? When did everything have to have a label, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's what I say when I mean that we have to be intentional about the life that we're living. And this pandemic taught us anything, is that life is so fragile. It's so beautiful, but it can be gone so fast. So you really want to enjoy it while you're here. And that's what I'm dedicating the rest of my years on this earth to do. Enjoying my motherfucking life.
Right. And I get it. I get you with the whole being intentional thing. I'm holding myself accountable to that. In addition to creating my blueprint and to-do list for 2022, I've also decided to create a motherfucking not to-do list. So my 2022,
not to-do list.
What I'm not going to be fucking doing in 2022 is going to be my list before my to-do, because we have to be clear about the shit that we not doing. But when we don't know, when we know for sure what we not doing, it makes it a whole lot easier to, you know, figure out what we're gonna do. Like, what are we eating today? Well, what I'm not eating is steak. I'm not eating steak. I'm not eating pork. I'm not doing that. So let's narrow it down. Okay, so your options are fish and vegetables. Mm-hmm. So what we not doing in 2022, we are not, you know, holding on to relationships that we've outgrown. holding on to guilt for our inability to free ourselves from individuals who we've outgrown. We love them so much, but we just don't want to let go because of the history and the years, and we just don't know how to say, you know what, bro?
Or sis,
I love you and I care about you so freaking much, and I need you to know that this is where we cut the cord. I mean, someone dies, I'll show up. Something happens, I'll try and be there. But as far as us trying to exist in the same space, it's just not working any further, dude. Can't take it.
Well, there you have it. Like from Jackie, if you don't know where to start on your journey to intention, start with what you ain't gonna do.
Yeah, we starting out. I'm starting my motherfucking list.
What we
like,
not gonna
excuse my French to my granny if she tunes in later, or Dr. Barrett Lane. She's there.
Is that your grandma?
Just that granny. Tina Garrett.
Oh no, Ruth McDonald.
Yes, sis. Intentional living is the shit. Tanisha's talking to you.
Oh, okay.
So, my to-do list starting out for 2022 is what the fuck I'm not doing. I'm so clear about it. Like those horses. Me and Jenny went and played bet on horses 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
for the first time. Yes. And the horses have on blinders, and the blinders help them to focus. So they're not thrown off track by what the next horse is doing or whatever.
No distractions.
I am not starting the year off with, I'm doing before. I'm clear about WTF. I'm not doing. What am I not doing? I needed to know this first. What the fuck you not going to do? Oh, I'm not going to do this. Not going to do that. Not going to do this. Not going to do that. And I'm not just saying it to say it, guys. I started this shit already.
Am I on that list?
Of course. Not the not to do list. So I have manifest. Check it out. Manifest 2022. Dear John and Jane Doe's. Okay? That's separate. Manifest 2022. What am I manifesting into next year? With the things I want to attract. All those personal, intricate things between me and God, and my affirmations and all that falls under the manifestations. Then it's the Dear John and Jane Doe's. Listen, guys, sometimes you have got to write that letter. Sometimes you have got to write that apology. Sometimes you have got to write, you forgive those people. These are people that you will probably never see again, never be able to reach, sit down with, have a conversation. Or because some people don't communicate to listen. They communicate to respond. So you can't even talk with these people. You got to write this shit out. This shit is getting out of my system. So whether I burn them, flush them down the toilet, meet these people or not, it's getting the fuck up out of me. So that's on my list. To the John and Jane Doe's that I am over with, I'm done with. Either if they hurt me or I hurt them, and I have resentment and I have bitterness in my heart, bitter seeds, things that I need to let go of. We're letting this shit fucking go. Okay? So the John and James, for the men and the women in our lives, wrote those down. The not to do list. What the fuck we not going to do in 2022? What I'm not doing. I know what I'm doing. What we not going to do is first. Then I'll figure out what I'm doing after that. That was on my list, Jenny. And then the finances that are coming out. What am I spending? What's going out? The finances that are coming in. What the fuck is coming in?
We got to do a show on financial literacy. And if there's any master manifestors out there listening right now, we need you. And we need you to come and show our folks how to manifest.
Check this out. Then the assets, right? So we went from manifestations to the Dear Johns and Jane and Joes, to the people who you will never get that apology from, who you'll never be able to apologize to, all the things you need to let go of, writing those notes down and getting them out of your system. Then the assets. Okay, what are my assets? Had to write, put all of those things in the column. What are my luxuries? Are my assets paying for my luxuries? Like, am I paying for my luxuries out of my personal accounts? No, I should not be paying for luxuries out of my personal account. Your assets should be able to pay for your luxuries. Or you got the wrong motherfucking assets. You shouldn't have no luxuries yet. Policies. How many policies do you have? What policies? What's coming out of the account? The NPO, the LLC. If you have any other things, any other businesses, and what other revenue streams do you have coming in? Do you have child support? Do you have Social Security? Do you have compensation? Do you have your 9 to 5? Do you sell oils? Do you sell cakes? Pussy. Like, what do you do?
What did she just say?
I'm sorry, guys.
Did
It's the end of the year. Like, what are you selling?
What
Is
did
he
you
selling penis? Like,
say?
whatever your revenue streams are,
Okay.
put down all the revenue streams. If it's SSI, SSD, PUSSY, DICK, cakes, cookies, fish, food. If you drive a plane, Uber,
So,
Uber Eats.
Kitty Cat is
What
is
else?
A
Uber Kitty.
Uber Kitty.
Uber Kitty.
Ooh,
If you Uber Kitty, put that on the list.
Ooh,
Uber Kitty.
Uber Kitty is a thing now, guys.
Yeah.
Made it happen.
Uber Kitty, right? Uber Kitty.
Uber Kitty.
Uber Kitty's on the list. Uber Wee Wee's on the list. If that's what you in these streets doing, you a side chick. If that's how you come up, put that down. It's a revenue stream. If that's one of your revenue streams, you got 7 to 8. We need 7 or more streams in 2022. Okay, 7 or more streams. So if you got your 9 to 5 job, you babysit on the side, you sell clothing on the side, you bake cookies on the side, that's 4 revenue streams. You messing with whoever's man and he giving you $500 a month, that's a 5th. That's another revenue stream.
Yo, I'm so
That's
mad at you.
5. You Ubering your kitty, that's $500 a month. That's your 5th revenue stream over there. You getting child support for Ray Ray? That's revenue stream number 6. Feel me?
I hate you.
Feel me? That's revenue stream number 6. If you secretly boosting that CVS at night on the weekends, that's 7. That's your 7th revenue stream. Look, boo, you on your way to $1 million. You go up to 8 revenue streams.
I can't.
Where's the lie?
Boosting is a revenue stream.
Where's the lie?
If you're good enough and you hook me up with a size 8.5. And
Mikey, don't come in the computer, please. And you need your mask because I'm sick and you're not. Remember? Where's your mask? Michael, where's your mask? So get it. No, don't just nothing. You gotta protect your face.
All right, guys, we have 14%.
They already know, Mikey. This is what we gonna do. Get out the refrigerator, put your mask on, wash your hands, then come back to the refrigerator. So yeah, that's 14. That's 10 revenue streams. What do you say? What's a few forms of revenue streams? I also put my debt, how much debt I owe, how much taxes I might owe. Then it got into all those other personal things, lights and gas and your rent and your mortgage. All these things had to go down. They have to go down, guys. It's 2022.
Just not Uber Kitty because that's still trademarked. That's still trademarked.
Yes, Uber Kitty is ours.
Guys, we have 14% of battery left. We are
Jenny, maybe
winning.
because you got 18 windows open.
Maybe I didn't need that right now. Maybe it's still 14% of batteries. There's no
Jenny,
change.
why is there so many windows open?
Well, I don't know. It's open. I was working.
I got.
All right, we're gonna
Mikey, go get my charger.
We're gonna focus back on the show. There's 14% left, 13 now. Why don't you guys share with us some of the things that you're most proud of for 2021? What you're looking forward to in 2022? Drop your jewels in the comments.
You're not even listening, bro. You're not listening. No, my laptop charger. My laptop. In my room, in my laptop bag.
I'm going to Vegas. Anyway, I will start. I will kick off.
What?
It was actually a pretty good year. I was outside. That's why I'm surprised I didn't catch this shit a long time ago. But I traveled a lot. I traveled with my family. I started a new career that I'm really proud of and excited. I am starting a lot of new chapters next year, which I am going to share once they're all finalized. But it includes moving on, and moving up.
Seen you.
And so I'm immensely grateful for that. But One of the highlights of the year was reconnecting with my cousin. Even though she's always reading me and talking shit about my computer.
I'm not reading her.
And the windows that are open and all of that. So still grateful. Still grateful.
That is not true. The highlight of my year, too.
Rewind it back.
One of the highlights of my year is connecting with my cousin. Oh, Tina's on here. That's the other cousin I told you. You got to meet Tina.
Hey, Tina.
You got to meet your cousin, Tina.
She's always talking about you, Tina. We got to meet.
Christina Marie. Tina Marie. Christina Wilson. She's on here. She's never on Uncut Jewels. Tina, say something. Don't act like you don't see me. I see you, Tina. You're watching. So, yeah, connecting. It has been great. God is great. I don't think, yeah, she's in Vegas right now.
Distracted. Go ahead.
Yeah, connecting with my cousin has been such an amazing ride. Pulled me out of my darkness because I was really in my darkness a lot. Jen was like, "What? Darkness? Huh? In my room.
Hi, yes.
In my laptop bag.
That's my pops. Yes.
Hold on, Jenny. Talk to them before I go get the charger.
This thing's gonna die.
Just
So,
talk to
just
them.
wrap the show.
Why? We have people are tuning in. It's New Year's Eve. They taking it.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Is everybody in the house? Because I feel like I've seen a lot of people still saying they were going outside today. And I'm jealous. Jealous of them all. I'm trying to do that stupid little Facebook challenge where you put all this stuff from 2021 and it's like, ooh, I'm kind of lazy. I don't have the energy for that. So God bless whoever does, because it's not me. These pictures are being held hostage in my phone. Nobody's dropping about what they're grateful for. Okay, Maxine's been home all day. Good. Anybody else? Who's not outside right now? We're going to make a new sweatshirt that's called Inside. We need to see the comments. We inside. Who's cooking? Who made black eyed peas? Huh?
Christina's talking to you?
I don't know. That was
Tina
Tashina.
Marie?
Tanisha,
Tanisha, we
Tanisha.
inside.
We inside.
Tanisha
I'm
said,
like, who's cooking? Who made black eyed peas?
we didn't get no black. Oh, I think I got some black eyed peas.
Just say, oh, maybe.
I need to make that with rice. And I took out some turkey cutlets for the culture. Black eyed peas for the culture. You heard me?
I don't know, sis.
Give me, move, Jennifer. Let me do this.
The level of frustration. Hey, Crypto. Tasha 9.
Hey, what kind of charger is that? Where's your charger at? This ain't going.
I don't have it.
Why?
Because I wasn't told that I needed to bring my laptop. I just on a cuff brought it.
That's
You're welcome.
Well, we're at 7%. What time is it?
It's 6:25.
Oh, well, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think I could jump off of there and onto my live on my phone, but it has been real. What's the topic? Tina, you mad late. What's the topic? You gotta catch the replays. The Plandemic. This was the Plandemic Show. So this is my last show of the year. We were talking a little bit about everything. Kevin Samuels, the pandemic, writing our goals out, being intentional about 2022, a variety of stuff, different things. So it was about an hour long. Now that Jenny's laptop is just going down by the seconds, we're probably going to wrap up. We usually wrap up at 7. But I'm so grateful for you guys, and I love you guys so much. So even wrapping up on the show, I'm gonna go back live on my phone. I'm gonna go back live on my phone.
And that is dedication.
Yes. So Uncut Jewels will be back in the building for our 1 year anniversary. We're planning a really big show. So I'm going to invite a lot of our amazing guests that came before and help us make a year. If you want to be a part of blessing my platform, then you could send a donation to my Cash App, Dr. Jacqueline Wilson. We'll be back in February. So Uncut Jewels will resume in February. We will be sharing and playing a lot of our older shows, focusing more, being more intentional, not all over the place with all the stuff I got going on. You know, I had to put myself in place. So I'm just happy to be here. Shout out to Jiggy Jada. She won't be on here, but her birthday is January 2nd. So let's say happy birthday to Jiggy Jada. Should we play a song for her?
The Black Happy Birthday song. Stevie
What's-
Wonder in the
What's
building.
the Black Happy Birthday song?
Happy
Let's play
birthday
Jiggy Jada.
to
Let's
you.
play a Jiggy Jada track. Where's it? She love Aaliyah. Where's the Jiggy Jada track? Jiggy Jada.
Shout out
Dollar
to
Bill.
all the January Capricorns. It's going now.
This for Jiggy Jada.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream. Dollar, dollar bill. Dollar, dollar bill. Dollar, dollar bill. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jiggy Jada. Uncut Jewels.
Well, I worry never ever. No, no, no. Put in work, I put in effort. Oh, I deserve it. Let's get it.
Hey,
Back in the finals. I'm not gonna do this. But back to these niggas in traffic. What you saying, my nigga? I'm shooting these rappers like rappers. I can't get an actor. Truthfully, most of them actors, but all of them act tough. Bitch, I feel like Ma Berry in his prime. You owe me that already. Give me mine. Ali in the ring. It's a different time.
Be here. Shout out to Jiggy.
Woo. All right now.
Ruth said, love y'all. Ruthie McDonald. So yeah.
Queen.
Oh, it's really just dropping. 3%.
Yeah.
Wow. It does that a lot?
Yeah. This laptop's old.
Just because you lied. That's what it does. So happy birthday to Jiggy Jada, Uncut Jewels. We will resume in February. Guys, the Street Doctor will be on here. To all our people overseas, thank you for rocking with us. Stay in touch with me, dr.wilson@noonjewels.com. Send me an email. Follow us at Uncut Jewels on Instagram. Uncut Jewels Podcast on Instagram. Stay connected with us. My Facebook family, you already know where I am, how to stay connected. Jenny Lewis Ford is going to be. Are you going to be my new co-host?
I'm a co-host.
Yes, Jenny Lewis Ford is going to be one of our regulars. So they love you around here. You know they love you.
And I love you right back, baby.
Yes, they love her around here. So she ain't going nowhere. She's new household name. And we'll all be together. Happy birthday again to my daughter, Jiggy Jada. Carmen San Diego. She's out living her best life.
Usain Bolt through the finish line. Dollar, dollar bill, dollar, dollar bill. With a green wrist, gotta chill. Dollar, dollar bill.
Christina, what you doing?
Tryna count a meal,
I love you too, Ruth. And Natasha, Crypto Tosh.
With a green wrist, gotta chill. Dollar, dollar bill. This is how I feel. Tryna count a meal.
How many more seconds we got?
Push it back, go back, go back, on the soldier. Go back, on the back, push it back, let you know them. I ain't even got no scrotum.
They going up, so hold this, focus.
Don't tell me who got it, I don't really give a She came out the box and had to get it out the mud.
They be wishing they was up.
Don't be tripping, pistol whip a nigga, flex it like you love.
Hey, shit different with me.
Much love to these fake bitches shitting on me.
1 time for the, 2 time for the.
Tripping 3 times for these bad bitches tricking on me. And don't you ever try to violate a real. Fuck cash, you better get you a real girl. I know a lot of niggas envious of dice, boy. I stay strapped, make these little pussies feel something.
Dollar bill. Dollar bill.
With a green wrist,
Gotta chill. We don't got no New Year's hats on
this
this.
is how I feel.
This is so un-New Year's, like.
Oh my God. Happy birthday, y'all. Love you.
I love you guys. I got you. Happy New Year.
This is how I feel.
Happy birthday, Gigi Jada. Everybody out there celebrating a birthday.